Drive Change turns red lights green for people who have been incarcerated by offering a fellowship program based in the food truck industry. The agency's executive director, Jordyn Lexton, brings to the new agency a background of work experience with incarcerated individuals, as well as a boundless drive to broaden access to work and opportunity for the fellowship's participants.
I'm Jordyn Lexton, and I'm the founder and executive director of Drive Change. We use the food truck industry to hire and empower young people who are coming home from jail and prison. I was a teacher on Rikers Island from 2009 to 2012. New York is one of two states where we automatically treat 16-year-olds like they are criminal adults. Therefore, there's a public high school on Rikers Island, and I worked with adolescent young men, 16, 17, and 18 years old. In that time that I was there, I witnessed firsthand the detrimental effect of the criminal justice system on young people in particular, and disproportionately on poor young people of color. Time and time again, I witnessed my students recycling back through the system, and we would talk about what the challenges really were once facing post-release. And employment came up often. There was also one class inside of Rikers where people were happy, where the spirit was high, the discipline, the focus was clear, and that was the culinary arts class. When I left teaching, I had not worked in food and I had not worked in reentry, so I actually did just that. I worked on the kimchi taco truck for a year and gained mentors in the food and food truck space. I also worked for other reentry programs. I worked for Cases. I worked for the Center for Employment Opportunities. I interned at the Correctional Association, and I just kind of went out there and I tried to meet as many people as I could who had been doing the work for way longer than I had been. Although there have been remarkable personal and professional challenges in the growth and development of Drive Change, every single morning I wake up with that feeling of enthusiasm, purpose, and urgency around the work that we're doing and around what we're creating. The creative process is truly something that fulfills me on a very personal level, and seeing and feeling the impact of what we've been able to do so far when it comes to the community that we've built is what ultimately rests very deeply within me and is the fuel that drives me every single day. We believe rather than investing in new food trucks, we want to build the back-end infrastructure. We're looking to build a Drive Change commissary, a space where not just the one food truck that we personally own and operate can park, prep, clean, store goods, buy wholesale, but the place where all food trucks in New York City or a group of food trucks in New York City can do all those things, have those needs met, to be more efficient small businesses, but simultaneously, they will be required to hire young people out of our fellowship. They'll get a Drive Change affiliation and will become a fleet of food trucks for social justice. Not a lot of other companies and or nonprofits are interacting face to face with 500 plus people every week. But because we're a food truck business and we're mobile, we're out in the community, we're interacting with customers, and in the moment of interaction, we're raising awareness about injustice inside of the system, and we're using hospitality and the overall experience of our food business as a tool to allow the young people that we work with to really be the agents of change themselves, to engage the public and to dispel preconceived notions about what it means to be formerly incarcerated. Two people that I most want to say thank you to are my parents. Without question, I would not be standing here talking about Drive Change if they were not in my life and supporting me through this in every possible way imagined. When I left teaching at 26 years old, I left a full-time job, and I was only able to do that because they supported me. They allowed me to not be able to pay my rent fully. They supported me emotionally, and the real infusing of their love and commitment to this idea is really truly what has allowed it to grow. And our fellows are involved in the process from like the literally from picking up the goods at the farm to making everything in-house here to then selling it off of the truck. So the entire process is one that somebody takes on with ownership. Our most famous dishes are maple grilled cheese sandwich, which was named actually one of New York's top 100 dishes by Time Out New York this past fall. But in addition to that, the menu that we've put forth is really one that respects local ingredients, that it takes on the idea that things can shift and change and adapt and be creative, and allows our fellows to recognize that every single part of a product is valuable. So this is the Snow Day food truck. This is our mobile classroom. As you can see, we have some subtle hints that we have a multiple bottom line practice in business, like serving up social justice on this side. On the other side, it says, we're driving change, ask us how. Intentionally subtle. We really want the young people that we're working with to feel empowered to strike up conversation and to raise awareness, but not in a way that makes them feel at all like exploited in any way. So we also have on the back of the truck too some just little dedications to some of the people who have helped us get this thing off the ground via donations and just overall support. And then I'll take you inside so you can check out the kitchen. And essentially, this is our hot grill, deep fryer, sink for all of our sanitation needs, prep station, steam table back here. We do all of our cold salad prep in this space over here. This is a little trough for drinks and other things. And then this is where people are actually serving out the food. And we have about 4 people on the truck at any given time, broken down into different jobs and stations that rotate. So everyone gets to experience all the different skill sets that need to go into running a really efficient and fun food truck day. And this is kind of I guess where they say in these sorts of things, this is where the magic happens. This is it.